Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, all the things we didn't get to during the course of the show today. Betty Rock dropped this on me earlier. She was like, what do you guys think about Pilates? I'm like, oh, I don't know. Seems like it's fun for women. And you're thinking about doing a Pilates class. Mm-hmm. Have you done any research into it?
The only research I've done is TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, to
how's
some
that
degree.
working out? Yeah.
I mean, you get to see firsthand experience of other people, so that's kind of cool. And I think I don't have the self-control to actually do it on my own. Like, you can say, well, once you get home, you can run. Or
I get
all
that.
This.
Oh, so you're talking about going to a place that is like
a Pilates class.
Right.
Okay.
My wife is doing
keep me accountable.
My wife is doing wall Pilates every day. This got popular for a while. Like you do a lot of the exercises, like you push your feet up against a wall and you move and bend. And she wanted me to try it with her one time. I thought, oh, it looks kind of cool. I get to lay down. And so like I did it, but I'm like, okay. Like it didn't work for me. I was still fat when I got up.
How's that ab cruncher thing that you bought?
I thought of this is my life. I thought about using. No, it's right where I can see it. It just taunts me every day. And so I thought about, you know what? I'm going to do the stealth ab thing again. And so then I went to get down and try it again. And my stupid shoulder, like I've damaged my shoulder, and so I'm going to the doctor to get another shot in it and hopefully figure it out or get surgery or something, because I can't keep doing this, and it kind of hurts all the time. And so I went to try. I'm like, oh, I could do that. I'm like, I can't put any weight on that at all because of where the muscle is injured, and it just lit me up. So I'm like, dadgummit, well, let's go have a donut. So I consoled myself. I had marshmallows for breakfast today. Boy, howdy. Marshmallows.
And when he says marshmallows, you're probably envisioning like the little ones. No,
or even the medium
I
ones.
want you to envision the ones that are gigantic, like they're meant for s'mores. No, not even you're thinking of the ones
the
that
flat
are probably,
one for s'mores. No.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the ones that are as big as your hand.
Yeah. They're so good.
Amazing.
They're huge.
And so I had them for a bit we were doing, and then I'm like, I kept them because we only used one. I'm like, oh, I could eat these. And so I went and I went in and I got two, and I had two. I'm like, oh, those are really good. I'm like, man, it didn't quite fill me up. They're pretty light. So went in to get two more, and so I'm like, I'm just curious. Maybe hoping, somehow that these are worth like 8 calories or something, like something really low, because they're so light. There can't be that much in it.
But they're so sweet.
I know. And so it turns out like sugar equals calories. So
Who
I
saw
looked
that
at them.
coming?
I didn't. And so I looked at them, and they are 90 calories each. So I had just consumed 360 calories in these 4 marshmallows, just like that, and like empty calories.
And he said, too, that had he not known the calorie intake, he would have eaten more of them.
Easy would have had 2 more, maybe 3.
But this is why it is hard to be in shape, because if you're talking about the ease of doing that versus the decision to go to a place to do Pilates with strangers, like what would you rather do?
Go home.
Or go home. I'd rather eat the marshmallows.
I think it would be good for you to go to the Pilates class. I think it's good for you to, because like you do have a tendency to work at home and church, work home church, work home church. And I get it. Like I would do the same thing. I think if I was in your place.
Marty should do something like that, because all she is home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I thought you meant she need to work out.
No,
like,
with
wow,
her
that's
wall
a bold
Pilates.
statement.
Yeah, it was the big call
with her
out.
wall Pilates, she should do something like that.
She has
too.
a treadmill, so she walks every day and does the wall Pilates every day. And then, but yeah, she doesn't like to go places to do anywhere. No, she doesn't like to go to like you, doesn't want to go to a gym or whatever. Like her friend Molly, for years they were best friends when Molly lived here, and Molly would go to this place called the Cab, and it was all these different workouts and yoga and stuff like that, and she always tried to get Marty to go. Marty never had any desire to go, but Marty, to her credit, does it every day. Like I would lose interest in doing it, but I think for you might be wired in that, especially you, because if you're paying for something, you want to make sure that you are using it
money's worth.
Exactly. And so I think for you, probably the best idea, not that you even need it, but the best idea for you would be to pay for it, because then you'll go do it. At least as long as they should charge. You should walk in there and go, okay, here's the deal. How much is a year of this? Because I'm going to need you to charge me for it all. Because if you charge me by the month, I won't be here next month.
Yeah, really. They do give you a free class, so
that's a good idea.
I might do that.
You might love it. I mean, it's very stretchy. Like I can't do it because I can't stretch. I've tried. I can't touch my toes.
I love how you act like you speak like you're one that knows all about it. Like,
I know a little about Pilates.
I've been there.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know
I've
it.
seen
I
it.
don't know what the difference between Pilates and yoga is. Like they seem like they're the same thing.
That I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I could make a guess.
Pilates, I think, has more to do with equipment, whereas yoga is more
Yoga's
just you.
It's very stationary. Too.
Yeah.
Pilates, if I had to guess, maybe has you do some up and down burpees and.
No,
it's still really
it's
slow.
more like a resistance thing. Like there's like a thing
interesting.
that you have to pull down on, and sometimes you use your legs for it.
I saw a video of a bunch of people in like a room, and they were in these like harnesses strapped to the wall.
Oh, the bungee
and all
thing!
It is just like it's not even a working out. They're just.
I would do that in a second.
Because that just looks fun.
I would do that in a second, but there's not one here in Nashville. My wife has looked for one of those because you're in a harness and basically it's a bungee thing, and you kind of run and swing a little bit and then bounce. I'm like, it's like an adult bounce house kind of thing. I would love that.
I'd install one of those in my house and just start going crazy.
Yeah, I'm like that would be fun, but there isn't one near us. I'm so surprised that there's not one like near us in Franklin or something.
You actually done the research though.
Yeah. My wife did.
Because it looks fun.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
been trendy for a couple years now.
Exactly. Like anytime something starts in New York, because New Yorkers get bored first with workout, they do the dumbest things. Like I always love watching Good Morning America because they're like, okay, well here's the new workout where you walk on tomato soup cans, and like really, this is the thing. Oh yeah, it's great. This is what we're doing now, and everyone's doing it. And then it's just replaced by, all right, now we're doing the broom handle workout. Where you take this broom handle and you stick it up your nose, and then you spin around on it, and it's just all the rage. Everyone just gets so bored because working out is boring. Mm-hmm. You have to have the mental.
The people that actually like going to the gym, I want to be on that same wavelength.
I know.
I'm just not there.
There's times where I've been like motivated, but it literally lasts a good 40 seconds. Like I'll see something like, you know what? It would be really cool. Like you don't have to have a lot of equipment to run and just be in shape. And I'm like, yeah. That'd be good. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm winded pushing this cart at Costco. Like, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do this to myself?
I truly did love going to the gym like a couple years ago when I lost all the weight.
Yeah, you were in it, yeah.
But I loved it. And truly, I think that the holidays destroyed it. Because even going back the timeline, November was when it kind of fell off. Because Thanksgiving shows up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, why would I work out between Thanksgiving and Christmas? And then the New Year pops up and you're like, maybe I should start again, but maybe this is kind of nice that I take a little, and then you lose it.
That's why Noom, I think, where like that was a workout or a diet plan that tried to change the way you viewed food, because I really do think you have to get to that point where food is not your motivator. Like it's not the thing you use to celebrate with. It's not the thing you go to. It's the thing that just you use it to sustain you, you know, and it's not an enjoyment thing, and you change the relationship with it. I am not there yet. Like, because I love sweets and I love bread like nobody's business. And the two worst things for you are what I love.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah,
but I mean, we're all there. You're not alone.
Yeah.
It just stinks.
Hopefully you'll let us know. You'll do some Pilates and
yeah, we'll see.
What if you and Marty? Like, what if you asked Marty to go to a class?
Marty wouldn't go.
Okay.
Not because of Betty, but she just wouldn't go. I don't think.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. 'Cause she didn't go. Like Marty's like super self-conscious about stuff too. And
that's
like,
fair.
Yeah, so she just wouldn't go. All right, let's get into some of this stuff. This is great. This could have been a people please. The Swiss Army knives. Did you ever have a Swiss Army knife as a kid, Gavin?
Probably at one point.
If you said probably, you probably didn't.
Okay.
I had one.
There you go. Yeah, your dad did you. All right, your dad taught you right. I had a Swiss Army knife. It has a knife blade, has a fork and a spoon and
a screwdriver,
a toothpick. Like it's got all these a little saw. It's got all these little adapters.
Sounds cool.
For like camping and things like it's great. It's a MacGyver knife of all MacGyver knives. Well, they just announced that the Swiss Army knives are going to still be made, but without a knife.
So just a Swiss Army something.
Swiss Army, yeah. They're taking the knife blade off of the Swiss Army knives. Oh, because there's been a plague of knife crime.
No.
In European countries, which have led several
way.
countries adding stricter bans and restrictions on carrying knives, including Swiss Army knives. America is not a problem. Knives are not our thing. But maybe because we have guns. Like other countries can't have guns, so you're like, oh, let's use knives. But this is what's so stupid about this. There's not been a single crime that you've seen on the news, like a terrorist using a knife or whatever, that it was a Swiss Army knife. Like people are not being stabbed and killed by Swiss Army knives. Like are people eating stew when they camp with them? Yes. But they're not being murdered with Swiss Army knives. So what an overreaction from Swiss Army company. Be like, well, we got to do our part. Really? This is what you're doing? I think it's virtue signaling. Like they're trying to show, oh, we're not tone deaf to everything that's going on. We are. It's woke, and it's ridiculous. It's like, no, you're not part of the problem. The biggest part of the problem is putting that toothpick back in the knife. That's tough.
I think that the working in PR has to be so difficult right now, just because you can't please anyone.
No,
everyone is angry about something, and so you're trying to make money off of people that are easy to offend. So how do you
Apple was like that the other day with the ad for the iPad. Like people got offended, so Apple caved. Again, do not cave. Like when people come at you with wokeness and the fear of canceling you, fine, cancel me twice. Cancel me 4 times. Don't care. Like I would love that. Like I would go do your worst. I've literally had people before that years ago. This has been a while. Like I haven't had any like real big dust ups with like listeners in a while. But they were like, I'm going to tell my church, and I'm going to tell your boss, and I'm going to tell all my friends, everybody, not to listen to you. I said, do your worst. Please, go for it. I want you to tell everybody. You want me to send a list of people you can also tell who not to listen? Go. Try it. Like, I've wanted to get fired from here for years, and they won't fire me. Like, I was so venomous to this one person this one time, and I'm still here 17 years later. It didn't happen. Because you just, don't cower to these people, you know? That's the problem. We cower and we kowtow to them, and before you know it, that we're in this weird, liberal, woke world that we're in. And pretty soon, even the wokest of the woke will not be woke enough for somebody. That's the crazy. They will. They'll eat their own, which would be fine and funny in a post-apocalyptic world where we just watch the woke eat each other. Oh, I'd love that. Give me popcorn.
The Woking Dead.
The Woking Dead. Yes, Gavin. That is a show. That would be a fantastic show. If nothing else, a great parody. The Woking Dead.
Talk about a great reality show.
Oh, that is so
if it
good.
Were a bunch
it sounds
of
like something the
that
Daily
super
Wire
woke.
should get on.
Super woke kids and all of them trying to out-woke each other. And like you could never be woke enough.
By each other about everything.
It's just like a lot of Republicans on the run from these zombie Gen Zers. The
Woking Dead. That is so good. I would love that so much. But the whole Swiss Army knife thing made me think of Nate Bargatze. So I got here, and because he has a bit about his house being broken into, and the only thing he has to protect himself is a little knife.
My job is you got to protect, I guess, the house. I guess. I don't know. If someone comes in, I have a pocket knife. That's what I have next to the bed. Like, that could do nothing. I don't know how to use this knife in the middle of the day, much less I'm gonna wake up out of a dead sleep and have some kind of knife skill I've never had before. So what we do is we sleep strategically in our bed to prepare for an attack. You know, I'm here, she's here. She's closest to the door, but it's, she doesn't even know there's a strategy. So
it's funny to see him do jokes that evolve over time too, because one version of that, he's like, she sleeps close to the door because she used to run with a tough crowd, and then there's another line, and then she's gonna lunge at the attacker. She's gonna say it felt like a push, but it's a lunge. Lady Rock, what do you got?
I've got a bunch of slang terms that are misunderstood. Let's say that it's popular in your area, but if you meet up with anyone that's outside of your area, they're going to be like, wait, what?
What are you saying?
What do you mean? So the first one is right out straight. Okay, what do you think that means?
Right or right?
Right out straight.
Right out straight.
What
do you think that means?
I think it means
it's popular in Maine.
Like you're not lying to somebody, like you're telling the truth. You know how I say honest, truthful to know that I'm not lying? Like right out straight, like that's the real deal.
I like that when you put the hand up.
Yeah,
it sounds
right out
like
straight.
it could be. It sounds also like it could be an over yonder type situation. Oh, it's over there. It's right on straight.
Right out straight.
It's right over there.
Well, both of those are great guesses. Actually, Wally, you're in the minority. A lot of people think that it means that you're telling the truth.
Right.
But the real reason is, or what it's meant for, is it means you're really busy.
Oh, really?
I'm right out straight.
Right out straight.
Right out straight.
I wonder where that came from.
I have no idea.
Out straight in Maine.
That'd be, and if you're in Maine and then you say that in San Francisco, you're probably going to get a completely different reaction from people.
Probably.
Why are you here then?
This one is in Florida. I already told Wally what it means, but he might have forgotten. Jiffy feet.
Oh, no, I did not forget.
Okay.
So we'll let Gavin guess.
Okay, Gavin, what do you think? Jiffy
I heard
feet?
it too.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
So at first, Wally said he thought it meant dancing feet.
Yeah, or like running fast. Like, I got jiffy feet. I got to get out of here.
Right.
I got to go fast.
But instead, it means dirty feet from not wearing shoes.
You got
in
jiffy
Florida.
feet.
Florida is.
Jiffy feet.
I'll tell you, man, Florida, and I say this out of love because I grew up there. Florida can be a really gross state. I agree. People don't wear shoes. People have no problem wearing some horrible T-shirts if they manage to get one on today. The amount of people that go shirtless, men in Florida is staggering.
Yeah, I don't think I would like it. I used to watch this show that was all about extermination, and it was mainly in Florida.
Oh, the Billy guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he did Florida and he did Louisiana.
Yeah.
And those two areas.
Billy the Exterminator.
I guess because they're so wet, it just causes so many nasty varmints.
Yeah.
It just made me never want to go.
There's a kid on TikTok I saw that he's calling himself like Nate the reptile guy or whatever. So he catches like this one little lizard out of a tree and then sees an iguana down in this creek bed or whatever, this ditch, and he grabs it and he comes up with both of them. Look at this here and look at this here. Of course, he's not wearing a shirt and he's in Florida. You're like, yep, all checks out.
And finally, this one is popular in Kentucky, Dirty Bird. What do you think Dirty Bird
My mom
is?
used to say Dirty Bird. Like my grandmother would say it
What'd
too.
she say it for?
Like, oh, you're a dirty bird, like you're a cheater, like you're not playing fair. Like that's how they use the term.
Like it's an insult.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not the case. In Kentucky, Dirty Bird is another word for KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, no way, really?
What are we eating tonight? Dirty Bird.
No way, really? Oh, that sounds so good.
Dirty Bird.
Those marshmallows are not holding me at all.
Might as well go get some greasy.
I know.
Fried chicken.
I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't had that in so long.
I don't know. Well, I remember at one point you hated the Kentucky Fried Chicken that you typically went to because there was only one person running it. You said the same person that did the orders was the same person doing the drive.
Doing everything, and they don't exist anymore. They went out of business, and no wonder.
Sounds
Shocker.
like it, yeah.
Like
Makes
you
sense.
would wait 30 minutes in the drive-through line, and you're like, what am I doing here?
So
like,
you don't even have one.
No,
well, there's that one on
There's one near
Murfreesboro
us.
Road.
Yeah, that's the only one.
That one
is
looks
near work.
janky to me.
It
looks like they do.
I've been in there.
They didn't
They
go
do deals
through
there,
like
so-
McDonald's went through their renovation and improved all the KFC.
No.
If it just got a facelift,
Yeah.
I feel like
It
we would
needs
be
it bad.
they could
No,
be
if
good.
it just got a cleaning, it would.
Just
would
Hence
be
the
good.
name Dirty Bird.
a water
Yeah.
pressure or a
Yeah.
pressure washer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My daughter the other day,
Dirty Bird.
like she was FaceTiming us on Mother's Day, and so she has her phone just kind of sitting there, and she's sitting in her car, and I'm like, "Where are you?" She's like, "Oh, I'm at Dutch Brothers." Like, "Oh, you're in Dutch Brothers drive-through line?" Yeah. We talked to her for 30 minutes or so, still in Dutch Brothers.
Oh wow.
I get a text from her later. Oh yeah, I got the sticker, the limited edition sticker. I've never had one before. I guess they do that. She had been in that line for 40 minutes. Like for
Why?
I don't know.
Were there that many people?
Yeah, it was packed. It was all around. I guess people wanted this dumb sticker.
It's a sticker.
Yeah, I mean, like there.
Well,
Betty's in. Betty's like, oh, now I get it.
Wait a minute, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Like I would not spend that amount of time. Like when I go to the
stayed
airport,
overnight at a Chick-fil-A. I waited 2 hours to see if I was going to get the first 100, and that was even if I was going to get it. And then when I did, I still had to stay overnight.
That was a year's supply of food.
Do you still have your Christmas gift cards that I gave you, or are they done?
Those are done.
Oh, those are done,
Done a long time ago.
Blew through that. Yeah. What have you done for me this quarter?
Child's play. Yeah, I need more.
Oh.
Money, please.
Yeah, you can put a hurt on Chick-fil-A.
While you were on the phone with her, did you say, you know what, baby, let Daddy get it for you. I'm going to Venmo you some money.
No, I did not.
Look at your face.
You can't do that on Mother's Day.
Honest, truthful, what did you do recently for her?
I did not buy her coffee
Okay, but what did you buy her?
What are you talking about?
Honest, truthful. Tell us what you did. What did you get Hayden? And then what did you get Haley?
Okay, Hayden, I got him a Steve Buscemi punch in the face.
Signed.
Yeah, signed. And then Haley, she's going to Spain with her work and
so she's already got
Jamaica
an opportunity.
Yeah, so she's going there, and we're like, you're going to need a travel converter for your electric stuff there. She's like, oh, okay. I said, we have these good ones that we've used. They're great. I'll send you a link. And so I thought, well, I could send her a link, or I could just get it for her and send it to her and just be nice. And so I sent her one.
Oh, how much did that cost?
$19.99.
Oh, that's not near as wait.
Crazy.
Okay, that's one thing. What else did you?
That was it. No, that was it.
Honest, truthful.
Honest, truthful. That was it.
Because you were talking the other day about Venmoing her some money just because.
Oh, I didn't do that. No, she's more on her own now, and she's doing better. Like before, she was making no money, like coming out of like college and then working at Disney and stuff, and like she's doing better now. And so I don't do that as much, but I do try to like if something like that, like here, I'll take a little bit of the hassle off you, and you'll have it sent to you. So I try to be a good dad like that.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Hayden, not so much.
He got a punch in the face.
Yeah.
He was just minding his own business.
Hey, Hayden, come here. Oh, really, Dad? And then I hired the guy that hit Steve Buscemi in the face to hit him. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're like, that's the gift you give to me, son.
That's it. Yeah.
No, you don't even call him son. You call him Hayden.
I spent $240 on that.
He goes by different pronouns. It's not boy.
No, he does not.
Oh man.
He goes
not
by
me.
crab.
Where'd you go?
Hermie the crab.
I'm a crab, Dad.
Oh.
I'm a crab. He identifies as a crab.
Oh my gosh! Don't even like. I would. Oh. I would have such a hard time with it. I do feel for this is the thing, and I don't want to get off on this whole thing, but this is the thing that kids don't understand when they go through that stuff, and they're like, "You don't accept me, and this is my identity," and the things that you're making up. But like, it's like they just expect everyone to fall in line with that. But you realize that's so hard for the parents. Because you're basically saying I'm not the same person I was, and I feel bad. I've had conversations with parents that have emailed me about this stuff, and I feel bad.
To turn your serious, turning the conversation into something serious and turning it back into funny.
Okay, fine.
It's Hayden's birthday.
Yes.
And all he's asking from you, not even anything that would cost you money. Okay, he's asking you to show up with him for a rally that he's put together to help with
global warming.
Global warming.
Because it's killing the crabs. It's killing the shells.
That's all he wants.
Absolutely not. It's a myth.
All you have to do is he even made you just a sign, and you just have to show up and hold the sign for. That's all he wants from you.
You know what? There's absolutely not. Because he's probably just come home from a pro-Palestinian
he's on campuses.
Yeah, he's probably at a campus
he's
right
probably
now.
He's never gone to get his education, but he's there protesting.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's say that Haley is joining him at his crab protest.
Yes.
Okay, and she says, but Daddy, I'm showing up and I really miss you, Daddy, and I'd love to hug you and I just want to see you, Daddy.
At the same thing, could okay. What I would have to do is because
you could easily just show up
Yeah.
for both your children.
What I
and
have
call
to
it done.
do is find out where the line is of people that are supporting and then people that are protesting the protesting. Because then if there's a line there, then I would have her stand on that side of the line, and I would stand on the other side of the line, and I would still hug her, and it might be a beautiful picture that the news would get at. Look at these two sides coming together.
Or you would be the only protester there.
Yeah.
And Hayden's like, Dad, there's not even a protesters. We don't need protesters.
Yeah.
That would be you.
That would be me.
And he's dressed up as a crab.
Of course he is.
It's one that he's actually handmade.
Yeah, why would he not? That's
in his car.
That's what he does.
He doesn't have a home.
He's not one of those furries. He's a Shelly.
Oh, jeez.
Shelly.
This kid. What am I going to do with him?
Where'd you go
Where'd
wrong?
I go wrong? Yeah. Oh. All right.
Any birthdays?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Go for it.
Justin wants to wish his daughter Miriam a happy birthday.
Nice.
That's a pretty name.
I like that.
Miriam, happy birthday. Said Miriam loves people well and lights up when she gets to work with little kids.
Nice.
Wish I felt the same. Justin said, I always thought that Mandisa would have been made a great co-host for a day instead of just an interview.
Oh, yeah. She's really fun.
Who would you choose as your guest co-host for the entire Wally Show morning?
Ooh.
And I'm guessing it would try and make it a Christian artist.
Yeah.
Like Darren off the rails.
I don't know. You'd have to.
Oh, Darren would have to be a podcast.
Yeah. The Mercy Me guys.
I was going to say Bart from Mercy Me.
Or what's his face from Casting Crowns?
Mark Hall?
No.
Mark Hall's a nice guy.
But he's got a good sense of humor.
He does have a good sense of humor, more so than people think. The funny thing is Chris Tomlin's actually funny too.
Mm-hmm.
But Bart is comedically really consistently funny. Like he could do Matthew West would be the easiest because Matthew West, I could bring Matthew in. He's funny. And then I could also go, hey, I'm going to leave for about an hour or so. And he could actually do it. Like he could host it and people would not even know I was gone.
If I could choose one for you,
who?
I would choose Kevin Max.
That would be awesome.
Because I feel like y'all two would disagree on a lot of things.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And probably end up in a fist fight.
For sure.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be
it'd be
fun.
fun.
Yeah, Kevin and I are good now. Like we weren't good for a hot second, but we're good now. So that'd be interesting. It'd be interesting having a different take on things. Yeah.
He might understand where Hayden's coming from.
No, sadly, yeah. Having Michael Tate on would be fun too. Because Michael Tate is just fun to mess with.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Well, I think that's going to have to do it for our Aftercast for today. And as always, thanks for being a potty.
Support the crabs! Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.